Hey guys, Tyler2K here. Today we're going to take a look at Asuka Kazama and her Season 2 changes. As usual, this is a cold watch and cold read-through of the patch notes. We have played against quite a few Asukas and have a general understanding of what is kind of going to be changed with her, but we need to know like the nitty-gritty, especially with like some brand new moves that she have that are really very strong. So yeah, if I make a mistake, please have no time code to set a mistake. But yeah, this is our quest to go through every single character and finish this before the Season 2.1 patch, which comes out probably sometime, my guess is about 2 to 3 weeks from now. So let's go ahead and jump into it and cover it. Okay, Season 2, Asuka received various adjustments aimed at expanding Nani Gusto. Season 1, wide array of defensive options suited for counterplay. However, she lacks sufficient tools to effectively apply offensive pressure. Okay, a little bit true. I mean, she has some of the scarier invisible options, but at the same time, usually mitigatable by sidestepping. To address this, strengthen options off of 442, make it easier to catch the opponent during side sways. That probably tracks now. Additionally, new move, up forward 1-2. Yeah, that move is really good. The beat sideward to her left. Yeah, typically you want to sidestep to the right against a character like Asuka because yeah, she doesn't have very many things to actually win there. So for instance, like generic down forward 2. But now we have up forward 1, which look at that, perfectly tracks to our left. Oh, well. Okay, maybe not perfectly, but okay, it's going to better track to her weak side. Because like even thing like down forward 1 is off the table. Okay, maybe not. Maybe down forward 1 is just really good in general to beat sides up left. Okay, sure. Additionally, to counter opponents who anticipate counter moves, 4-4-2-3, it can now be charged. Same thing with full crouch down 4-3 can be also charged, giving hold option to allow better pressure through chip damage. And then furthermore, because it's slower than usual, it might catch parries and Sabakis off guard. Okay, for Nani Gusto, enhance assertive moves. During Nani Gusto, up 1+2 have been made. Additionally, 2 new moves, up forward 1-2 off Nani Gusto, which is yeah, way stronger. And then furthermore, forward 2, 1+2. Her new extension that works on the ground as well is really strong. Changes increase defensive value of Nani Gusto, making a stronger tool not only for offense but for defensive situations. Additionally, in line with overall adjustments, forward 1+2 is no longer heat engager. Makes sense. Yeah, this is still her Power Crush 15 long range Punisher. It's funny that she was like one of the few characters who actually got to keep hers when other characters like Victor and Asusena lost hers. So she never got a frame nerf. It's just a normal heat engager nerf that, like, again, universal change to quite a few characters. Instead, 4-4-2-1 has been changed to a heat engager. Ah, yeah. Long range option. Natural mix-up like 4-4-2, 1+2 and stuff like that. Okay. So, as talked about, so 4-4-2-1, changed to a heat engager. 4-2 is no longer heat engager, so now that's her heat engager. Not nearly as good, although, let's see, is this a launcher? Oh, it is a launcher. Okay, that's not horrible. Because she also has 4-4-2-3, and then furthermore 4-4-2-3 off of charge, which gives some credence to it as a pressure tool as well. Because you can let it rock, because let's see, I assume this is safe on block. Okay, yeah, completely safe, and charge +6 maybe? +7. Okay. Forward 2, no longer heat engager. Like how they talked about it twice. Okay, new move, up forward 1-2. And up forward 1-2 cancel into FC, where you can go for like falling leaf, pickup and whatnot. Although it looks like maybe down forward 3. Although I know she has like a stronger charge version of it. Maybe it's like 4-4-2 charge 3 or something. Okay, during Nani Gusto, this move is way better. So +0 on block, rather than being -11. Does cost 2 meter though. So -11. And then let's see. Is this any better? Okay, no, it's still equally bad frame-wise. He's still -15. But I think this pretty much chails, right? So there's no way for them to duck jab out? Question mark? Let's go ahead and test it. Okay, let's see. My guess is this completely jails. Oh, whoops. Oh, yeah, so yeah. Pretty good. Okay. Forward to 1+2. Requires not anywhere gusto, otherwise she just does, yeah, the charge. Okay, so spin option. I imagine this is safe on block. Probably also -7. Whoops. -8. Okay, so yeah. Allows for some counterplay on block. And it looks like it's furthermore, it's also jailing. So that's pretty good as well. So that's nice. And then it costs her meter, and it, unlike a character like June where it costs her health, that I'm fine with that. Also, I know that in this position, like in a wake-up spot, like post, for instance, up 1+2 line. Oops. So like in this line, this is now her like stronger ground hitting option. A double hit and puts him to that float state. I think also in weird wake-up spots, this can also do the double hit where it like picks them up if they try to flinch. So it's also naturally more valuable. I don't know what the combo would be here. Kind of like a Tekken 6 combo like that. Probably something better, like maybe a back 2-4-3 variation, probably. Okay, 4-for-2. Now able to transition to crouch. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Recovery speed has, okay, increased the opponent's recovery speed by 1 frame. So we're now +2 instead of +1. So does that mean like they can't duck trap that, maybe? Okay, yeah, no frames to challenge. I assume they can still power crush. Let's go ahead and find out. If they can't power crush, this is like really big. Because yeah, 1 extra frame might be the difference here. Okay, so on block, no. But how about on hit? Oh, unless it's just NC now. Is it NC now? Oh my god, dude, 4-4-2-3 NC beat. That's a huge buff. Okay, we're on counter hit though. Okay, so counter hit only, but still, I mean, that's basically a free attempt, and if 4-4-2 also has better tracking now, that's actually really strong. So let's put him on like sidewalk left. Okay, so able to evade. Okay, yeah, look at that. That's actually kind of scary. So now we do have like a consistent left hitting option where down forward 1 is still probably king, especially because you can like counter it confirm like a down forward 1-2 sort of thing. Okay, maybe not. Maybe they got rid of the confirm. But okay, sure, we have a safe wall splat option that just doesn't track to our strong side. And of course, like for instance, if your opponent starts reading strong side, then like down forward 2 is going to start picking them up instead. So there's like major inherent risk by him sidestepping left rather than a typical sidestep right. But again, we now have this safe attempt to go for the 4-4-2-3, which I guess on block can be challenged, but on hit it can't be. So that's pretty nice. And then furthermore, on counter hit, it also is NC, so that's pretty good. So it's NCC. So expanded hitbox down. Okay, that way, so you can probably do the charge option and still get the link afterwards. Okay, making that kind of new style pickup way better and consistent for sure. And then, I don't know, some 4-4-4 variation or some shit like that. Okay, wall crouching down for 3 can now be held. And against an airborne opponent, does it cause a spin or something? Let's find out. God, it's gonna be hard though. Oh. Okay, so it almost kind of gives like that wall stand 1-4 push away. Okay, that's not bad. I don't hate it. Maybe there's some value. I don't know. At the same time, wouldn't it be better to go for like the instant? Because I noticed like King Ray Jr. will go for like that very Tekken Tag 2 combo structure. I don't know if the combo line. Evidently, you probably like do a 2-1-2 again. But I know he goes for like that deep dash instant while stand 1-4 afterwards. Like I said, very much a Tekken Tag 2 structure. But now they're saying, okay, well, instead of just that, you can now go for the full crouch down 4-3 instead. Although, the other timing-wise, probably not going to be the best. Oh, okay. Yeah, obviously the buff is just this charge ability on it. Also, there currently is a bug that probably will get fixed. But if you, like, tap it and hold it, like, there you go. I just did it, actually, first try or second try. You can skip a bunch of frames. It's like you cheat out the input. So I think it skips 5 frames of charging. So if you're able to do the just frame, it comes out significantly quicker, but still has the red spark property on it. So both Asuka and a different character, I can't remember, have that bug. But it's probably going to get fixed. I don't know if it'll be fixed next month, but probably by the patch after that, it will probably be fixed. Okay, this one's crazy. 4-3+4, yeah, now causes strong aerial tailspin state. So, I don't know, a combo. But yeah, we can now do that, which gives us gusto, or we can then use it for extension. So instead of going for like a harder like 4-4-4 structure like that, you can now use a 4-3+4, which does a ton of damage. So 32 versus 27. Obviously counter it's on, so it's closer to, you know, the 30 damage and 25. But still, that's nice to have a new structure for Asuka afterwards. Furthermore, like, you know, it also causes your ground hitting steel pedal effect as well. That also leads to Nano Gusto. So that's really, really, really big. Can now be performed with 4-4-3+4. Oh, interesting. So they're saying, I guess, because you can do forward 4-3+4, you can perform it at an FC. And keep in mind, 4-4-3+4 by itself is, I believe, -1. So yeah, that means you can CC it now off of full crouch, so duck jab, and then neither go for that free attempt. I presume that wall splats. Yeah, so pretty good, and leaves us with gusto, and also strong aerial tailspin. But now with the 4-4 input, you can perform it at FC. There maybe is some sort of also like running 4-4-3+4 like buffer strategy, which is probably the tactical idea by them adding that move. So now you can go for a running steel pedal effect rather than forward buffered option. Like for instance, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show this, but like back in the day, a lot of people didn't know how to do the reversal option, how to properly link it. And the secret to properly linking it was the forward buffered, and then you would do the forward. So let me show it again. So we hold forward and then hit the input. But evidently the timing's different in this game. T7. Okay, so yeah, T7, that's how you would do it. So Mao looks like maybe we can just do 4-4-3+4. But maybe just 4-3+4 by itself first. Okay, sure. Yeah, so maybe off of some sort of CC option. I'm sure there's a more fringe case here that I don't know about. But that's the idea. Okay, 1-2-4, which is NCC, causes wall splat. That's a huge buff. Okay, it still causes flop state, which is kind of similar to her 2-3 nowadays. Which it doesn't cause like an ass stun. Now causes a flop instead. So keep in mind, 1-2-4 can be hit confirmed. Like this option. And it's only -12. If we're playing Tekken Tag 2, this move wall splats, but it's also -14 in Tekken Tag 2. Tekken 7 and Tekken 8, it's -12 on block. Okay, 1-2-3. Ah, yeah, so these hits where she does the spin around, and I'm not going to be able to show it really, but during the spin, it causes strong aerial tailspin state. So you can go for a chicken out combo if you don't want to go for a higher risk 4-4-4 structure. The front load damage, you can now go for the 1-2-3, and then 3 ring options, 3 instead. Or it looks like you can even hold it too. Ooh, okay. But yeah, I mean, obviously you can't hold it the full route. Because like level 3, yeah, that's not going to happen. Okay, so they improved the hitbox downward, and they also added the strong aerial tailspin state. So those are massive buffs. And then furthermore, like we talked about, 4-3+4. can now lead the strong aerial tailspin as well. And even, wow, even on flinch spot, it caused strong aerial. Weird. Okay, 2-3. Now it does more damage. 16 damage to 20 damage, although we are on counter hit, so this is probably a emergency patch nerf. But yeah, now it does more damage. And then more importantly, 2-3 now causes a proper wall splat rather than as stun state. And then furthermore, open field, they have to tech roll in this position, otherwise you can go for like follow pressure, and a lot of people will force like a down back 3 meta afterwards, forcing them to get off the ground because down back 3 also hits grounded. Okay, down 2. Scrub Killer now does more damage. Ooh, and at the wall it now causes wall splat. That's a huge buff. Because yeah, Scrub Killer by itself obviously lost its counter hit launching property. It is a launcher off of heat dash cancel. And then furthermore, I believe it's -7. Oh, -4. So -4 would like sidestep 2 out at small negative. And remember, you can sidestep to the strong side every time now with down 2. So that's huge. Okay, 91 Gusto, up 1+2, down does more damage. Also, a lot of chip damage. Oh my god. Wait, and it's a launcher too? Really? So, more damage, more chip. Reduced distance on block. Okay, that's kind of nice. Oh wow, +8. Yeah, we're pretty close to him. Safer option, like again, 4-for-2 meta, up back 1 option. Up back 1 at +8 is probably one of the better things you can go for. It loses the parry, but would beat power crushes and shit like that. Behavior on hit has been modified. Ah, yeah, so we just saw that. It also causes a natural hit launcher, which is pretty good. Because, I mean, that's the same thing. We could probably link in 3+4 after, too. Okay, I don't know. I'm sure there's some good combo there. But okay. Oh, you know what it would be? It would probably be something like this. Okay, no. I was thinking, oh, 3-ring circus, do it again. Okay, down 4-3. Expanded hitbox detection downward. Make it easier to hit opponents in grounded state. This is probably a bug fix. In Tekken 8, I've never seen this not properly steel pedal. So, maybe on certain axes, this wouldn't effectively steel pedal. Like sometimes if you're like dead on axis with their feet, it misses. Sometimes you're dead on with their head, it misses. But now, this is actually a steel pedal. And keep in mind, again, this is completely safe on block. And then furthermore, she also has 3+4, the more Big Daddy variation on it. But yeah, probably a bug fix, not really a buff per se, it's just a fix. Probably always intended for it to be a proper steel pedal. Okay, 4-for-1+2. Expanded hitbox detection downward, make it easier to hit opponents in grounded state. Oh, so further, is this actually steel pedal too now? I think it does. Wow, that's huge. Because now you can't even stay on the floor to mitigate between running 1+2 or 4-for-1+2. Now it's always going to hit. That's crazy. That's a nice buff. So yeah, it's like, okay, now you have to guess properly. Do we stand up into the running, 1+2 and take incoming? Or do we take the steel pedal effect? And furthermore, right now to Augusto, way better plus frames after running 1+2 option. So that's a nice buff. You don't have to guess what your opponent's going to do. Okay, wall stand to 1+2 for the force 50-50. Eight damage to 12 damage. Okay, 30 damage. That's a nice quality of life buff for sure. Okay, so destabilize, I assume, is this stance. Okay, adjusted the animation to make the mix-up harder to distinguish. Okay, yeah, they look very similar animations. I didn't see the timing on them. Oops. Okay, 19. Probably 19 also. Yeah. Okay, so it's 19 frames already invisible to like most humans. So, okay, the animation is now more distinguished. Or less distinguished, I should say. Okay, sure. Okay, wall rising 1-4. Hitbox around the main body has been expanded to alleviate issues with whiffing at close range. This is probably a bug fix. Sometimes, if you have like a 2-hit string, You get like a wall reflect when you shouldn't have a wall reflect effect, and the attack will just go through the opponent. So yeah, this is probably a bug fix. I wouldn't call this a buff. It's just a fix. Like, if you get hit by it, the first hit, you should get hit by the second hit. So now it's not going to inconsistently whiff. So that's fine by me. That's, again, not a bug fix. Or sorry, not a buff. That's a bug fix. Okay, I think that's it of the patch notes for Asuka. Buffed or nerfed? Yeah, I mean, everything so far, definitely buffed for her just general mechanics. I mean, there's nothing I dislike here. I can't really see any nerfs. Forward +2 is a universal change. You can't really call that a nerf. 442 tracking is nice. Up forward 1-2 is really nice. We won't talk about that yet. But yeah, 442 tracking, now NCC, wall splat attempt, safer on block, better properties, downward hitbox. Like, all these are really nice buffs. They're not really necessarily game-breaking buffs. I guess you could make an argument for 1, 2, 3 options causing strong aerial tailspin. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to give her an arrow up. I think the addition to more strong aerial tailspin lines like drastically helps out her combo structures. She already is a character who can do a lot of damage, but like adding more of them and making it more versatile where you can actually start using strong aerials. Either it's your, you know, forward 3+4 now, the 1, 2, 3s, 4 is still on the table. I mean, she has a wealth of options to expand her repertoire. So both safe pressure, better tracking pressure, and better combos in general. I mean, what's not to like? The few things that they could have nerfed weren't on the table. Like, these are all buffs. Are there any nerfs here? Oh, yeah, again, universal change. That's not a nerf. So yeah, there's no nerfs for her. I think originally I had her on Menace tier. I probably would keep her on Menace tier from these changes alone. But yeah, I think her just general game plan is still really good. I mean, what's not to like about more combo structures that do more damage that lead to better carry? Like, she doesn't have carry as it is, right? But now she does more damage for doing the same things, except better arrangement for her pressure. So yeah, for first arrow, I'll give her an arrow up. For her second arrow, her Season 2 stuff, up forward 1-2 is really fucking stupid. But is that all she has that's like really new? Forward 2 1+2 is nice, but at the same time, you could argue forward 2 1+2 is something that should have been in the game already. So yeah, I'll probably give her half an arrow for her second arrow. She could have been way stupider. She could have been nerfed in general, but overall, just nothing but buffs and nothing to really complain about. I look at this character and be like, yeah, Asuka's probably still pretty good. Or she's even better now. What's not to like about her? And she didn't get any substantial nerfs, and she plays Tekken 8 really well, so. Okay, if I made a mistake, please let me know. Time code set mistake. We will cover more of these later on. Let me know in the comments who you want me to cover next, sort of thing. As usual, please consider joining as a channel member, because that's how I make money on the channel. Apart from that, I'll see you guys next video. Later on.